Deze speelt deel 37 van Marvel Midnight Suns.
Hey, Hunter, when you get a chance, could you meet me at the chapel?
How old is this game? You wanted to see me?
You won't believe this, but we did it.
Did what?
Remember that first account of Lilin corruption I found in the Book of Thoth?
You mean the story of the ancient pharaoh who was struck down with corruption and the traveling light worker who purified him?
That's the one.
Of course I remember.
Well, Magic and I finally transcribed the incantation the Lightworker used. And I'm pretty sure we can use it to finally remove your psycho mom's corruption over Wanda.
Deze.
I have to say, I am impressed.
You mean that?
Yes, I do.
Thanks, Hunter. That means a lot coming from you. But before you heap on the praise, there's something I should tell you. Full disclosure, the reason the Lightworker died was because he had to take on all that dark energy into his body, and he just couldn't handle it. I tried finding a workaround, but all the texts on Chaos Magic said the same thing. Corruption can't be destroyed. It has to go somewhere or to, somebody. So whoever removes it from Wanda will also have to absorb it.
Deze.
I will absorb it.
You will? You're not, scared you're gonna, fall to her darkness?
Lilith's darkness cannot corrupt me.
Right, because you are just so good and pure that you could never ever fall.
Correct?
Well, at least you're on board.
When is this happening?
As soon as we break back into Banner's lab. Oh, and just one more thing, so listen up because it's kinda crucial. I'm gonna need you to memorize the incantation and recite it verbatim when you see Wanda in his lab. It's the only way to subdue her. It goes... Ego sum tenebris et venunt in domum suam iubet dominus. Ego sum tenebris domum domini precepta ior. Think you can remember that, Hunter?
Deze.
I can handle anything.
I knew I resurrected you for a reason. You need to memorize those lines as if your own life depends on it. Because it just might. Remember to study your lines.
Ik vergeet dat sowieso, dat weet ik nou al. Hij had er nog iets in haar blik, maar dat was niet. Oké, nou altijd ik ga vergeten, maar ja, dan zien we dan wel, hè, tijdens de missie. Wat is dit?
Interesting.
Oké. Dan moet ik eenmaal daar naartoe lopen, ook eerst niet. Deze ook goed lopen. Hij is dus even weghalen. Hij is wel ergens anders trouwens, hij is niet in de... Hij is wel in de shop. Waarom ze allemaal meestal op bij de shop?
Hunter, I've got a theory. Wanna hear it?
Yeah.
My theory is that it's underappreciated work to be an awesome badass loner. I mean, did you see what happened when Blaze read the parchment aloud. That was an act of mad genius.
Deze?
He definitely destroyed a lot of Solus. I can give him that.
Oh my god, really? The man unleashes the apocalypse on the forces of evil, and the most you can give him is an attaboy. Tough crowd.
After all that, we still do not have the parchment. Without it, we cannot destroy it.
Here's the thing. He's got no one to rely on. It's just him out there, facing this stuff all alone. He's not gonna give us something like the parchment easily. I think we all need to cut him some slack.
Deze?
I am not sure how much I agree with you, but I am willing to give him another chance. In all honesty, we have no other choice.
I mean, maybe if we show him a little respect, he'll show you a little respect.
And if he does not?
You gotta trust me on this. Seeing Blaze in action really solidified some things for me, Hunter.
And what is that?
I still got a long way to go if I ever want to make my mark as a spirit of vengeance.
Then you have work to do.
Yeah, I do. It's just hard to gain that kind of confidence when I'm always left on the sidelines. Anyways, I had to tune up the ride. She really took a beating out in the desert.
Ik ben nou weer helemaal terug. Ik vind, ja, ik snap niet waarom ze dan die van de shopclass gewoon zo hebben gedaan. Ik ben net zo goed lopen, doe maar niet.
Oh, this was a huge hit when I was a kid.
Is er nu zaak hebben ergens?
Sounds like I'm.
Banner thinks he's so clever with this demonic barrier, but I promise you, I'm gonna have the last laugh.
This isn't about one-upmanship, Tony. Just let me focus, and I can get Hunter through the barrier.
What's the holdup?
Besides your incessant grumbling about Banner in my ear, I haven't yet found a way to properly shield the Hunter to pass through the barrier.
Yeah, sure. While you're working on your magic fairy dust, I'll figure out how we get the parchment back here. It's too dangerous to be left out there in the wild.
It's not fairy dust. That's all wrong for this job. And if this sanctum was still around, that would have been the perfect place to store the parchment.
Well, it's gone, and Banner's still out there taunting me. So let's hurry up and get some answers. We're so close now. Hunter, do you have a spare gamma accelerator? I'm serious. What kind of ancient hero are you if you don't have the latest experimental gamma technology in your back pocket?
Deze?
I'm a little confused.
Well, that was a joke. Don't worry, I'm still workshopping it. Maybe if I did it with a silly voice?
Do you not have other things to be focusing on right now?
Well, no, actually. Among other things, I'm trying to figure out how to breach that nasty barrier of go away that Banner managed to throw up around the Hydra lab. Strange swears up and down that he'll be able to pierce the veil. If he can deliver, great. Otherwise, he should get out of the way, you know?
Deze?
The rivalry between you and Strange is somewhat amusing, but the time for amusements is running out. You need to find a way to work together.
Are you kidding me? I love the doc. Yeah, he's a little stiff, but we're like brothers. I even let him use my beard trimmers.
You still feel confident in your plan to destroy the parchment with the accelerator?
Well, I've been going over my father's files. He had big plans for this thing. Let's just say I don't think anything would withstand being on the wrong end of it at the wrong time.
You believe your father had ill intent for this device?
He had ill intent for everything. But this, in particular, I think he was trying to find a way to unlock the scientific essence of magic itself. So in a way, it's kind of poetic. I'm gonna use Dad's shady tech to stop Banner's shady treachery.
Deze.
Forget about revenge, Tony. Think about the ways that technology could be used for good. I cannot allow my own vengeance to consume me.
Well, I see your point. I don't want to wallow in the muck, stay above it, etc., etc. Look, I'm not getting anything done. I'll tell you what, let's find this gamma accelerator, bring Banner back from the dark side, stop your mom, and then we can sit down and have a nice chat. I've got this awesome new juicer back at my place. We can do it there.
Juicer?
Oh, you'll love it. It would juice your shoes if you let it. In the meantime, back to work. While you were on your little fetch quest, I made some breakthroughs on the gamma front.
Ik ga er niks doen, want ik moet natuurlijk weer gaan slapen. Dat denk ik in ieder geval. Ja, dat was dus, ik moest gaan slapen.
I am just... The fool Blaze risks us all with his reckless antics. Blindly wielding the parchment of power like a child with their first wooden sword. Who knows what horrors he could have unleashed? We are fortunate he did not destroy us all.
Deze.
Had you not forced his hand, perhaps he would not have used it, Mother.
Men like Blaze need little justification for their actions, don't they? Besides, it was not I who set the Soulless upon you. It's bad enough you and your misguided heroes are hell-bent on keeping the parchment from me. If someone, something else were to get their hands on that wretched thing.
Wretched? You would speak ill of your precious Darkhold?
The Darkhold is many things. Precious is not one of them. The book has a will of its own. It enslaves, then destroys any soul foolish enough to try and tame it. No matter how strong they may think they are. Better to help me contain the damage, lest it consume us all.
Your forces butcher all in their path. You send assassins to cut our throats. Forgive me if I failed to believe you were trying to help us, Mother.
Not us, child. You. Everything I do is for you. Despite how it may seem at this moment, that will never change. The parchment of power will be found. The Darkhold will be made whole. He wills it so. Secret guardians, sorcerers, and tinkerers, your so-called family will shatter before the coming storm. But you and I will stand tall, precious child. United before the eye of the midnight sun.
I would not count on that, Mother.
Did you see that wall of flame? I bet they saw that in space. I wonder if it spelled anything.
No! Ah, how can this be? You have vanquished me once again.
This is the life. Kicking it with the legendary hunter. And kicking said legendary hunter's ass at a fighting game.
Nou, kijk er al naar, Bos. Die had ik al een keer gehad.
Do you really think I am legendary, Carol?
Well, there are certainly legends about you. At least prophecies about saving the world. I'm beginning to think you can.
You do?
You're certainly saving me from boredom.
Rematch then?
You realize that you'll need to win the next 3 matches to beat me.
Just press that forsaken restart button already.
Okay, but I'm not going easy on you, Hunter. You're way too good for that.
I am good now, huh?
Yeah, just not at this game.
The parchment.
Ja, maar oké, krijg ik die al eerder, nu krijg ik die nou pas. Nog iets?
How's it going, boss?
Oh, and I was just about to binge watch these stories. Disturbingly reckless of young Blaze to read that page. No.
What have you got for me, boss? Blaze didn't get
Ja, we vergeten de hele tijd over te maken, maar ja, dan ben ik toch hier.
Blaze's defense, Strange does send out a lot of methods. Listen, Doc, I think this plan is the craziest one you've come up with. Oh, I've got all the faith in the world, because the alternative is not good. Capital N, capital G. Your sudden confidence here is a good sign. Now, you just have to explain it to Hunter.
Yes, although the dog armor.
Whoa, hold on a minute. Stop the bus. Did you just say you want me to make dog armor? Why would the dog need armor?
Not armor for dogs, armor made for them.
I'm sorry. You are Dr. Stephen Vincent Strange, right? Did I take a wrong turn at Frankenstein's world?
I assure you it's not at all what it sounds like, and why
Don't change this. If you think I'm gonna help you turn some poor pooch into a new Kate, you're out of your mind.
it's a legendary shadow hound known to have preyed on countless innocent victims, both
Oh. Well, why didn't you just say that then?
forces from 1,000 worlds just saw the parchment of power. There goes our element of surprise. Ah, Hunter. Just who I was hoping to see. I understand you've already been on the hunt with Blade, so you're aware of our unusual visitor on the grounds?
Yes, we encountered something Blade called the Barghest.
His instincts were correct. I believe it is indeed the Barghest, or someone's attempt at creating a facsimile of one.
Is the Abbey in danger?
Not unless we provoke it. However, it seems to harness a dark magic similar to what courses through the barrier. I need you to track this Barghest, capture it, and bring it to me here in the forge. But please, don't kill it. It's my hope that I can find a way to use its magics to break through the barrier to the lab.
Deze?
After battling Hydra agents and Fallen, tracking a pup on the Abbey grounds sounds like a vacation.
Do not let your guard down, Hunter. As I said, it's no ordinary dog, but a demonic entity. I suggest you bring Blade and Wolverine with you. I believe the
Wolverine,
portal
okay.
will soon be at its apex. I'll do my best to keep it stable until you can cross. I'll see you there, Hunter. Track the beast quickly. Time is of the essence.
Ja, dan wil ik daar zijn met Wolverine plaats over die mensen
Until
niet.
next time.
Johnny Blaze put us all in danger.
Waar mensen over de struikeling van. Wat hebben we gedaan?
Is this what you wanted to show me? A mushroom?
Fascinating, isn't it? Some of the rarest species of flora I've ever seen. Carol says there are mushrooms growing in these woods that were thought extinct decades ago. And that tree over there? I'm pretty sure it just winked at me.
I did not realize you were so interested in nature, Tony.
Oh, I'm not. I have terrible allergies. I'm just petrified to be inside.
Tony.
I know. I'm sure it will be all fine in the end. I mean, look at us. First time I laid eyes on you, I assumed you were gonna swallow my soul. And now here we are. Two friends, enjoying a moment.
Hey?
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
You're right, of course. I'm just surprised you didn't work in a basilisk or giant spider or some other terrible monstrosity you've beheaded over the years.
Yes, I suppose your situation is not unlike unraveling the web of Rorg, the Spider King. One strand at a time.
And there it is. Well, I suppose it's time to get back to the old abbey before Caretaker sicks the hounds of hell on us. Well, hound.
Are you sure? I could stay outside longer if...
No, I'm good. Better, in fact. Owe you one. Besides, that tree I mentioned that winked at me before, I think it just took a few steps closer.
We moeten wel met Blade praten, of staat Blade er al bij dan?
Power here. No Darko page will be taken lightly, especially not with power. Ready to work?
Timely enhancement. Let us see it in action.
Ook veel van de upgraden van deze ook. Dat is het niveau van dat ding.
We need any advantage.
Waar nee, klaar. Hij werkt deze nog. De rest is grijs, maar die kan ik voor de rest instructeren.
No point in hiding it, Hunter. I already got a whiff of that demon dog you're after. Blade said I gave you two the slip the other night. I want in on the next run.
Perhaps that is what our hunt is missing. Your positive attitude.
Me? Positive? That's a new one. But I am curious about this mystery dog of yours.
This supernatural beast roaming the Abbey grounds has proven difficult to track. It only seems to appear at night. Still, Strange thinks it may be critical to breaking through the barrier.
Blade's no slouch, and I've seen you in action. This thing must be the real deal if it's giving you trouble.
It is a Barghest. It resembles a hound, but it is not. It is a spectral omen of death.
I thought I smelled a weird doggy odor out by your old crypt. I chalked it up to the side effects of your resurrection.
Curious. I have no idea what this creature smells like.
It smelled like hate and death and a freshly opened grave. It could really use a bath.
This beast is vitally important. You say you picked up the scent near Hunter's Folly?
Yeah, that's right. If I went back there, I could probably pick it up. No sweat. So, I'll meet you there?
Did you just invite yourself along?
Bet your ass I did. I'll see you at the Folly tonight. See you at Hunter's Folly.
I don't want to waste your time, so I'll be direct. I overheard you, Nico, and Magic talking in the chapel last night. I hope you three are not planning another foolish excursion to rescue you-know-who.
How did you know we were in the chapel last night?
I was just walking the halls and happened to pass the chapel and overheard you.
You were spying on us.
I was not, and I don't appreciate you turning this around on me. I need you to stop deflecting and level with me. Are Nico and Magic planning on trying to save Wanda again?
Ja, ik neem welke hem doen. Deze?
No.
But you were whispering, talking in hushed tones. Sounds like you were trying to conceal something.
That would not be entirely untrue.
Oh?
We were talking about breaking into Banner's lab.
Ugh, I already told you no.
Well, perhaps you need to tell them no. Both Magic and Nico think it is a good idea.
Oh, I will definitely have a word with them. Now, is there anything else you'd like to tell me, or would like to know, before I do just that?
Why did you keep the parchment's location a secret from us?
Are we on that again?
We are.
Remember the wall of fire spectacle Blaze caused?
You mean the wall of fire that engulfed the Solus?
That was the result of Blaze reading the parchment, which is why I kept it away from this abbey. I care too much about the Sons to expose them to that kind of danger. So, I gave it to Blaze. It wasn't to deceive the team. It was to protect them.
I think it might be a good idea to share your motivations with everyone else.
Why is that?
Because they are hurt you left them out of the loop. And perhaps explaining to them that you were acting in their best interest might smooth things over.
I will think about it. Now, is there anything else?
What if we remove the corruption somehow?
What a strange question. You already know the answer to that. It's impossible.
Now that we know where the page is, it will not be long until Lilith finds it.
No doubt.
Do you... I mean, have you considered Lilith does not have a choice in the matter?
What do you mean?
She sold her soul to Chthon, right?
For unlimited power, yes.
But does that not mean she is compelled to serve him? Even if she does not want to?
What? Are you actually feeling sorry for her? Because she made her choices long ago.
Deze?
No, I absolutely do not pity her. I was just curious.
Good, because you were scaring me there for a second. It was her decision to sell her soul to an evil elder god. She knew what she was doing.
I hate to push this, but I agree with the rest of the team. Retrieving the Gamma Accelerator from Banner's lab.
I already told you I don't want to hear it.
But you have to. The accelerator might be our best shot at destroying the parchment.
The parchment is a mystical item. It cannot be destroyed by scientific means.
We cannot know that for sure unless we try.
Banner's lab is too dangerous. We need to focus on finding Blaze again and retrieving the page from him. When we do that, then maybe I will reconsider.
But
I've heard enough. So let's change topics before things get heated.
I have taken up enough of your time. I should go.
We'll talk more later. Oh, Hunter. Thanks for your honesty today.
Story mission doet het nog niet. Story mission heb ik Magic voor nodig, dus dat doe ik wel deze en dan dus zou ik een beetje levelen. Nieuwe intro, ik weet niet waarom.
do whatever it takes to stop it before it departs.
Here I am.
We don't have much time. Take down anyone in your path and stop that helicopter.
Dus we hebben genoeg voor de deel. Ik hoop dat jullie het leuk vonden en vergeet natuurlijk niet om te liken en te abonneren.